Okay. We will call this August 21st meeting to order. Call the roll, please.
Berglund,
Yes.
Muller,
Yes.
Ball,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Welcome. I hope everybody's had a chance to get out and enjoy the heat and humidity over the weekend and again today. But if you missed it, you got the rest of the week to catch up. Need a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second. Okay, it's a couple of reminders. Speak close to your microphone, and also tonight I just wanted to give a reminder of City of Perry staff core values. They're all great core values that we should all try to emulate. They are as follows: strong work ethic, problem solving, community oriented, shows professionalism and integrity, team player, accountable, and good steward. Any discussion about tonight's meeting agenda before we call the roll on that? If not, call the roll, please.
Shaw,
Yes.
Muller,
Yes.
Berglund,
Yes.
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to consent agenda. Tonight's consent agenda includes the following: minutes of the August 7th, 2023 regular city council meeting, payments for contract services as follows: Bolton and Mink GIS web application development in the amount of $2,898. Bolton and Mink runway 30 seconds, relocation land acquisition, $4,995.25. Bolton and Mink runway 30 seconds relocation phase 3 in the amount of $15,684. We have Great Dallas County Development Alliance fiscal year 2024 membership in the amount of $20,000. And that should total up to those contract payments for $43,577.25. Claims, registers, and financials, we have tonight $2,191,024.35. And we have no licenses and permits tonight. I need a motion to approve those consent items we just went over.
So move. Second.
Any discussion about any of those items?
I just got a question on the Great Dallas County Development Alliance. Does that charge reflect on city size, or is that each city pays that?
So it is a little bit of both. So over the last few years, we've kind of shifted a little bit in our model of dues, where cities that might have staff like the metro communities don't necessarily have to pay at the historical per capita rate, because they have multiple staff and a pretty deep roster of ability to get stuff done. But with the due structure, I think it's maybe $2.50 or something per capita. It was $19,856 or something like that. So we just rounded up to 20,000 because we do a 10-year development agreement where we capture some of our tax increment financing and use that to pay our dues. So it's easier for my brain to deal with round numbers. So we just rounded up a couple $100.
Okay, I knew it was a good deal, but I was just wondering how that was charged.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good question. Anything else on the consent agenda items? If not, call the roll, please.
Klein,
Yes.
Ball,
Yes.
Berglund,
Yes.
Muller,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Thank you. City Administrator's report.
All right, we'll go over a few of our project updates. Bateman Street, we have been waiting for CenturyLink, also known as Lumen Technologies, to move their infrastructure. Rumor has it that they've been out there doing some work, but we haven't really seen them a whole lot. But the contractor is moving back in a week from today to finish the project, whether they are out of the way or not. So that will be an exciting day next Monday. Airport, they actually have 2 of the 4,000-foot runs of concrete put out, and I believe tomorrow on Wednesday they will be pouring again. So those are a couple of good days. If you'd like to go out and check that out, just check in with Jack at the airport and he can probably just take you over there and show you around. So it's a pretty incredible process to watch, just how much of a perfect orchestra they have going when they do that. So it's pretty incredible, but they pour a 25 by 4,000 foot run in a day.
Wow.
So it's pretty neat what they can pull off out there.
Back
Then
up there, did you say 20,000?
25 feet
Okay.
by 4,000 feet. Yep. And then the permit for the wetlands to do the extension should be coming through in the next couple of days, but for sure this week to where they'll be able to start dirt work on that runway extension. So definitely ready for that to get cleared and get started as well. Then downtown improvements, we're kind of starting out on that process. Chris has been putting out information, emailing some downtown property owners that we have contact information for, hoping to do some basement inspections with the engineering staff with Bolton Mink, just to check on verifying where sewers, water mains come in, things like that. Some still have some coal chutes. Some buildings still have coal chutes out underneath the sidewalk. So just want to get in every basement and do kind of a pre-project assessment of those. So we'll be continuing that. And then Chris has a blog page put up that he has been updating with multiple project updates. So if you want to check out some airport pictures, downtown information, check out that projects page. And then the last thing is I've been we'll call still recovering from the last legislative session. But this summer I've been working on trying to connect with some of our legislators and some that aren't our legislators, but have a few meetings set up just to kind of hopefully better understand where each other are coming from and building some lines of communication for this upcoming legislative session. So my first coffee is tomorrow morning and looking forward to getting to know some of our legislators a little bit better and figuring out how we can work together this next session. So I'll keep you updated on how those conversations go. That's what I've got. Anybody have questions for me? I'll let Josh give an in-depth, detailed update of the wastewater treatment plant later on here.
All right, thanks for the updates, and I think it's a good effort that you're putting forth to try and bring the legislators on board so we can maybe work in partnership. Anything else for Sam? If not, we'll move on to mayor council comments. I just have a couple of things tonight. As we all know, school starts Wednesday, a great week for it to start with all the heat, humidity. Thank goodness all of our buildings, I believe, are air conditioned. But just my annual reminder, watch out for excited school kids on Wednesday and after that as well, going to school and of course the buses. Make sure we stop for those stop arms or you'll be getting some notices if we don't. So just a busy time of year with school starting and have a home football game Friday night. That should be exciting. Good to see football starting again. And reminder that this Saturday is the Latino Fest, the annual Latino Fest. Once again, it used to be downtown for the last 2 years or more. I think it's been down at Pattee Park. It seems like a good location to have it. It starts at 10 a.m. If you don't know, I would encourage all of you to go be part of the celebration and also take part of that great food they have down there for that festivity. I think that's all I have, Council.
There'll be a parade for that too,
Uh-huh.
starting at 10 and it's on 10th Street. That's where it starts, out
Mhm.
on this 10th and Willis. I think they park on 10th and Otley, actually. So maybe we'll have a few fun things in there. Last year it was pretty decent.
Mhm.
No, some of the city trucks will be in the parade too. So
They were last year too. I think that's good.
Yep.
It's always a nice event. A lot of people come out and enjoy it. It's always a nice event. I think it's only supposed to be 90 or something, or maybe 80s by
That'll
this.
be cool, but.
It's a cool day, you might need your jacket, yeah,
It's over 100 for the next 3 days, so it's gotta cool down a little bit.
yeah, yeah. You know, that's always a good event.
Our car show is gonna be October 7th, Saturday, on Willis, again this year. There's flyers out in every business that I could get a hold of. That were open at the time I walked through. So, I missed you, you were still closed, but I'll give you a flyer.
I've got it on my calendar.
Hopefully we have a good turnout. We'll have the band from the radio station out there. We'll be playing music from 10 to 2. And that's when it starts, 10 o'clock.
It'll
Hopefully
be
we'll
on
get-
Willis or Second?
Probably on Second Street from Willis all the way down to the show area. So hopefully we've had 80 to 90 cars, hopefully we'll.
It was a nice event last year, the weather cooperated, I think, it was a good event.
Yeah, we're shooting for over 100 this year, so.
Car is not temperature. Yeah,
Yeah, usually October's a little bit.
yeah,
And I'm sorry, Dean, what's the date?
October 7th. From 10 to 2. And motorcycles, special interest cars. Old cars, new cars, trucks, whatever you want to bring down, we'll take the lab and. Be 100 dash plaques for the first 100 that come. We've got trophies working on it too, so. Might be fun.
it's a nice event, I'm glad we're doing it again this year, it brings people out,
And
brings people to Perry.
we probably had 300 or 400 people walk through there.
Yeah.
that day. It was pretty busy.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, thanks
You
for
bet.
putting it on. Anything else from council? If not, we'll move on to open forum. As usual, speakers will be asked to step up to the microphone and state their name and address. For the record, individuals speaking will be given 3 minutes to address council. Do we have anybody for open forum tonight?
Lindsay Pasuti with the Perry Chamber of Commerce. 1124 is Willis Avenue is the address for the office here. Just a couple updates. We just had back to school night at the farmer's market, really great turnout. We typically have about 300 or so shoppers coming out. We saw well over 400, hard to keep track of everyone, but really great turnout. And from the school district in Josh Davis Plaza, several different awards, recognitions. The band was playing, Booster Club was there. So just really fun. In 2 weeks, we'll have kids night. And then the third Thursday in September will be our community night. So we'll go through the end of September. So hope to see a number of community organizations out there for that. And then on your agenda is the Beggars Night. Setting that time and date, we are planning on October 27th, Friday, for spectacular downtown trick or treat walk. So if there's any questions on that, but I'll be around when that discussion comes up. So that's all I got for now. Thanks.
Thank you for the
Thanks,
update.
Lindsay.
Anybody else here for open forum? If not, we'll move on to old business. First item under old business, approval of pay application number 11 for phase 1 of the relocation of runway 1430 Pay application number 11 in the amount of $11,322.76 to Wenthold Excavator LLC for grading work on phase 1 of the relocation of runway 1430 has been received and signed by the engineer, which recommends approval. Need a motion to approve that?
I make the motion to approve pay application number 11 for phase 1 of the relocation of runway 14/32.
I'll second.
Discussion? Okay. If there's no discussion, call the roll, please.
Berkman,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Waller,
Yes.
Polly,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Thank you. Approve, second item, letter B, under old business. approval of pay application number 2 for runway 1432 relocation phase 2. Pay application number 2 in the amount of $548,985.15 to Minets Inc. For completed work on phase 2. The runway relocation has been received and signed by the project manager, which recommends approval. Need a motion, please?
I make a motion, we pass approval of pay application number 2, runway 1432, relocation phase 2.
I'll second.
Any discussion on that one? If not, call the roll, please.
Walling,
Yes.
Smaller,
Yes.
Berkeley,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Okay, C under old business, approval of change order number 2 for wastewater treatment facility improvements. It was requested by city staff to add an electric operated gate and additional fencing along the east side of the wastewater treatment site for to better improve the usage and security of the area. Change order number 2 includes this additional facility perimeter fencing and the addition of an electric operated gate for an increase of $46,441. If approved, the contract price, including all change orders, would be $27,405,141. Need a motion?
Make a motion, we approve change order number 2 for wastewater treatment facility improvements.
I'll second.
Okay,
Yeah, this is adding, in the plans, they were not originally planning on replacing some of the fences in front of the dog pound there. If you notice, it's in really bad shape.
Yeah.
So that there'll be an electric gate at wastewater that's there now with a keypad and then a sensor for when you leave, the gate will open and then close. And then that fence will continue all the way down to the entrance to the garbage and where you take the yard waste back to. I think last year before, we put a whole new fence in along 141 there. So there will be an electric gate there now, which I'm really, same thing with the key code. And then it can set the times so that can open and close, which I think is an important thing. I've talked about some of the illegal dumping and stuff we've had. We just put signs out there in English and Spanish, and we have a whole new camera system that is being installed now. And the stuff has went down tremendously. So people have really got the hint, and so that's good for us. It's less money that we're having to, throw into trucks and do different stuff like that. But this will tie in everything along 141, make it look really good with all new fencing and stuff.
So it will restrict access to the yard waste dump?
It'll be open. It'll be open probably, let's say, we could set it to say it's open from 6 in.the.morning till 8 at night or
8:30.
whatever. Yeah, whatever. And then it'll close. So if you were trapped in there, when you leave there'll be sensors that on the coming outside, it would let you out. So,
That's good.
Yep.
Come up or not?
yeah.
That's really well used anymore. That was one of the smartest things I think the city of Perry did was have that waste
Yeah.
throw away in that
Yeah.
area. What did we have illegally dropped in there?
It wasn't so much the yard waste. The yard waste has been great. It's just the dumpsters that are outside. A lot of people are bringing couches, desks, all kinds of things, mattresses, a lot of mattresses. And
had a
Yeah.
deck.
what's that?
You had a deck a
Ye-
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a deck, yeah. So you cannot just drop stuff there. You have to contact City Hall, but that is all went away. And
I have a question that's kind of unrelated, but kind of related. How do you dispose of a flat screen TV?
there's a dumpsters out there that say televisions, electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
You can put them in that dumpster and then we'll dispose of them at the landfill.
Okay,
It's pretty well marked anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Well, I
got,
saw that out there,
Yep.
but I wasn't sure if that was
Yep.
the old CRTs or if
Yep.
that was for any flat screens or.
Yep. Our eventual plan is to maybe have an area out there kind of overlaid, build like a kind of a U for people to put appliances in. And then televisions in, electronics in the other one, kind of clean that area up. Also kind of looking at an option of maybe storing dumpsters at another site down the road. So just try to clean that area up and
Okay.
do that. So,
okay. Thanks for the update. Any more
Yeah.
questions?
and they will be pouring concrete at 3:30 in the morning tomorrow. They're starting out at the airport if anybody wants to set their alarm.
3:30.
So 3:30
And
in
it's
the morning.
best to be there right when they start.
Yeah, I would
course.
advise.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
so 3 o'clock would be a good time. to come
Yeah,
out.
probably 3 o'clock if you want to be out there.
Okay.
I'll tell Katie to wake me.
What do you think, Sven? I mean, they'll probably 14 hours for that, I would guess.
So it was something like that, yeah.
And then when they're done, the sock crews will come back, and then as those guys are leaving, the sock crews will work overnight because they have to cut like every 20 foot,
They,
the whole length.
they were probably at about 2,500 feet forward, and they had started sawing at the other
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So,
It's an.
How wide is the runway?
the new runway is 100 feet wide, so they're doing
So they're doing
4 25-foot passes.
Yeah.
So, and Matt drove on it today and said it's the smoothest pour he's ever driven on.
Wonderful,
So,
Good.
wonderful.
You'll have coffee and donuts out there then at 3.
You won't wait for me?
and also breakfast pizza too.
I probably, yeah, I don't know if I'll be out there that early.
Okay.
I was going to, but I have to do the radio for Sven tomorrow, so I can't.
Oh, okay. All right, be that way. Any other discussion on that wastewater treatment? If not, call the roll, please.
Ballard,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
Wallen,
Yes.
Schott.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to new business. First item under new business, resolution setting trick or treat date and time. The city council has the authority to set times and dates for special activities. The Chamber of Commerce and Dallas County Hospital have set October 27, 2023 as the date for their hosted activities. Therefore, council will need to determine if they wish to set trick or treat night in Perry for the same October 27th, 2023 date from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. or if they will be setting a different date such as October 30th, 2023, which is another trick or treat night as just that we've historically held this night on. This resolution would set the date determined by council for trick or treat night and recommends that participating households turn porch lights on and that safety guidelines set by the county, state, and federal health departments be followed. Need a motion?
I make a motion, we pass resolution setting trick or treat time and date.
I'll second.
Now we need to decide if we're gonna do it the 27th or deviate from that.
So historically, we always go with what the chamber and hospital set. And the last few years, they've gotten really good feedback on having it the Friday night closest to Halloween. Otherwise, the 30th would be a Monday night, but it seems like parents really appreciate getting kids out of school Friday, getting them all sugared up and then not having to deal with them as much the next day. I'll look at Liz maybe. And
Plus have to get their costumes on
So,
twice.
yep,
Yeah.
so that's kind of been what we've done for the last few years, so, I guess probably staff recommendation would be the 27th.
I agree with that. I do too.
Do I have to amend my motion to create?
I would add it to the motion, maybe.
Add it to the motion October 27, 2023. From 6 to 8 p.m.
We have a second for that amended motion.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? That was easy. If not, call the roll, please.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Ballard,
Yes.
Wallen,
Yes.
Schott.
Yes.
I think it makes sense to have it all one night. Letter B under new business, resolution authorizing the sale of unused outdated equipment. The city of Perry has accumulated a piece of equipment that is no longer needed for municipal purposes and desires to dispose of a 2004 Chevrolet Silverado pickup truck with 88,723 miles from the garbage department. This equipment will be disposed of in a manner calculated to obtain the best possible sale price, and the finance officer will deposit the proceeds into the city of Perry's operation fund. Need a motion?
I make a motion that we pass a resolution authorizing the sale of unused dated equipment.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
What kind of shape is this truck in with only 88,000 miles on it?
Not good. I mean, immaculate condition, and we expect really good bids for it.
Do you have,
So
and
this
what
is-
does a citizen have to do to bid on this?
So bids will be received in the city clerk's office. Do we have a time?
Yes,
set-
I just sent it to Chris, to go off my memory. I think, we set it for September eighth, they're due by 9 p.m. and they can be taken at City Hall during business hours or dropped in the night box on the north side of the building.
And it's a closed bid?
Yep, sealed bids, just like we always do. Yep, and at the same time, we're doing that one, the old ambulance for the fire department that did not receive any bids on it a year ago. We're going to try it again. As after we didn't even receive any bids on it, we started to get phone calls here and there inquiring on it. So Chris has gone and taken several pictures of everything. He's gonna do some social posts and blasts, so hopefully we get. So,
And it'll be out at recycle.
yep, everything.
Leave it out.
Along that's fine.
Don't we have an old fire, truck or?
Yep, that's what I was talking about. That
That's-
is, yeah, the ambulance and then, Josh's
Pick up.
really nice pickup.
back
Like
up.
88,000 miles.
They painted the rust on in that era, so
It's a clean one owner.
Yeah,
yeah, very clean one owner.
Sounds good.
Does it run?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it does. Just needs a lot of body.
yeah.
Dean, right there.
Any other discussion? Go ahead. Any more discussion on the sale of this immaculate equipment? If not, call the roll, please.
Wally,
Yes.
Smaller.
Yes.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Schott,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Next item under new business, resolution approving submission of a rural innovation grant. Staff wishes to pursue grant opportunities to assist the city in creating a safety action plan, which will include an ADA transition plan within it. Bolton and Mink assisted in locating a grant opportunity through the Iowa Development Authority's Center for Rural Revitalization for a Rural Innovation Grant for the planning and creation of such needed safety action plan. Such rural innovation grant would be for $50,000, with the local match coming from the same match for the 554A grant through the U.S. Department of Transportation. This resolution would approve the submission of the grant prior to the August 30, 2023 deadline and authorizes the mayor and/or city administrator to sign on behalf of the city all required application documents for such rural revitalization grant to the city of Perry. Need a motion to submit this grant request?
I make a motion, we pass resolution approving submission of a rural innovation grant.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
So when we approved application for the SS4A Safe Streets for All grant, we had discussion about this rural innovation grant through the state as a way to possibly offset some of that match from local government. So we did have a meeting with the kind of program manager for this grant, and she seemed to be pretty excited about the opportunity to participate in this. So again, this would help extract some of that data from our citywide digital scan and make it just a little bit more usable, and then give us a ADA transition plan from all that as well. So hopeful that both of these
Is this for
grants.
Buildings or?
This is for like streets and sidewalks, so all intersections, things like that.
Okay.
So,
Great. That's needed.
yep.
Badly.
And again, that ADA transition plan should be able to help us kind of make a path and a plan for a future sidewalk program once ash trees are taken out.
Okay. Any further discussion on this grant? If not, call the roll, please.
Mahler.
Yes.
Yes.
Wally,
Yes.
Schott,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Next item under new business, approval of a planning and zoning commission member. Ms. Amanda McDivitt submitted a letter of intent on August 11th, 2023, volunteering to serve on the Planning and Zoning Commission, which currently holds a vacant seat. Ms. McDevitt stated in her letter of intent that prior to moving to the community, she had served on the Dallas County Planning and Zoning Commission and wished to build upon the experience while serving the city of Perry. This appointment would be for a 4-year term, and if appointed, would end on August 21, 2027. Need a motion, please?
I make a motion, we pass the approval of a planning and zoning commission member, Amanda McDevitt.
I'll
second.
Any discussion?
It's great.
Thank her for his
Yeah.
service.
He's got experience.
Sounds like
That's
she's
right.
got some relevant experience. If there's no further discussion, call the roll, please.
Walling,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
Waller.
Yes.
Schott.
Yes.
As always, we appreciate our citizens stepping forward to fill these vacancies. Next item under new business, approval of a board member adjustment member. Ms. Paula Sechrist submitted a letter of intent on August 13th, 2023, volunteering to serve on the Board of Adjustment, which currently holds a vacant seat. Ms. Sechrist stated in her letter of intent that she had previously served on the board and after taking a break would like to serve again. This appointment would be for a 5-year term and if appointed would end on August 21, 2028.
I make a
Motion?
motion that we pass approval of Board of Adjustment member, Ms. Paula Sechrist.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
Almost done it. She knows what it's all about.
Sounds like, that's a lengthy commitment, 5 years. We appreciate her also stepping forward. If there's no further discussion, call the roll, please.
Klein,
Yes,
Walling,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Waller.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next item on a new business, approval of a Board of Adjustment member, Mr. Zach Pagine submitted a letter of intent on August 15th, 2023, volunteering to serve on the Board of Adjustment, which currently holds a vacant seat. Mr. Pagine stated in his letter of intent that he had lived on and off in the community for 30 years and is a local realtor wanting to serve. This appointment would be for a 5-year term and if appointed would end on August 21st, 2028. Need a motion?
I make a motion, we approve a board member adjustment. I make a motion, we pass approval of a board adjustment member, Mr. Zach Krajine.
Second that.
Try that over.
Any discussion?
So
Just one question. Since he is working in real estate, is that a conflict at all?
only if it would be for one of his clients, would he need to probably abstain. But in general, it's good on both Board of Adjustment and Planning and Zoning to have a pretty broad range of background. And real estate is very helpful in that realm too, so,
That's what I figured.
yeah.
I know,
That's helpful.
He's a good, honest dude.
Yep, I've been trying to get Zach on something for a while and I finally got him at a weak moment, so. But both, Zach, Krajine and Paula Sechrist, now bring us to be able to have a quorum to get together as Board of Adjustment. It's a 5-member board and we were down to 2 for a few months. So now we still have 1 vacancy, but we're now able to hold a meeting. So that's quite helpful.
More opportunities for people to step forward.
That's right.
But we certainly appreciate these people stepping forward. Not exactly.
We have.
Zach has a background and will do a good job, I think, yeah.
We have an opening yet in planning and zoning and in the Board of Adjustment.
I believe Planning and Zoning is now,
I need to double check. I like to fill them and then go through and look and then tell Chris if we need to publish again for spot. There might be one on planning and zoning left too. But definitely for sure, one left on board.
and I know there's always usually somebody that would be willing to take a break.
Yes.
I
because
think
somebody
that's-
Stepped out, so
Yeah.
I think there is one place left on planning and zoning.
Okay. And one on Board of Adjustment, Historic Preservation,
Preservation, yes.
so.
Still good opportunities out there, people. There's no other discussion. Call the roll, please.
Baller.
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
Walling. Yes. Schott.
Yes.
Klein.
yes,
Thank you. Before we adjourn, I have one other item that I was going to bring up under mayor council comments. It's not for discussion tonight. It's just a preview of an upcoming topic. I think at our first meeting in September, we'll have on the agenda our annual burning regulations for the fall. Again, it's not for discussion tonight, but as we consider that and think about it, we might factor into our yard waste drop site if we really need burning this year or not. Again, not for discussion tonight, just something to think about between now and our next meeting. Having no other business, we stand adjourned at 6:35 PM. Thank you.